Oh,
Well, that is not a swimming pool. That is a very fucking cold lake with a lot. Yeah, there's my swim buddies. Hey, that's a cold lake with a lot of choppy water in it, and there's two big fucking birds. Oh no! And the water is 17 degrees. 17. Oh no! Well, I hope I can remember all the metaphors and insights that I just had during that 3 kilometer swim. Um, it it was a it was a hell of a challenge, and I'm really grateful I got the invitation from my friend, and I accepted the invitation to challenge myself in that way. So yeah, I got something to talk about later, but me and my friend we're gonna uh, relax for a moment, and I'll talk to you when I get home. Thank you. Pow. Hello, happy Saturday. I wanted to take a few minutes, and it will be a few minutes, I'm sure. It may be 15 minutes, so prepare for that, or pause, or don't watch it all, because I, I have a list. I have a list. My swim this morning was a big challenge for me at every level, and what I've come to experience is that when I take challenging myself into an unfamiliar place, um, I have some experiences that I don't have when I'm doing something that's familiar. That doesn't minimize the challenges that I have, because I have quite some quite some challenges. Um, so first of all, I guess I start about in invitations. Okay, so I invite myself to challenges, and then in this particular case, my friend Rico, he invites me to challenge myself, and so this time it was about swimming in a local 30 minutes down the autobahn, local lake. And so the first thing I do is I go online and check the water temperature, and it says it's 17.7. It's like, oh, that's cold. My pool is up to 24 right now. Some of the other lakes are up into the low 20s also, but this one gets a lot of glacier water and also has some water coming in from underground springs that comes in really cold, 12, 13 grad. So anyway, it's like, yeah, okay. So I take my neoprene gloves and hat and shoes, and yeah, Rico asks me to go places I would not go. Um, and I got down there, and there's a wind that's coming from our back to the lake, and the lake is moving toward us. There's a current in the lake, because this lake flows into another lake, which flows into another lake, and so because of the water coming this way and the wind going that way, it was choppy. I don't know choppy for a long time. I've done some choppy in the past, but it's not happened recently. I had an intention to bring my flippers for my legs, because that makes my swimming a bit easier. Forgot those. There were three of us, and one of us said, "Nope, too rough for me. I don't go." And I thought, "Yeah, I go. I'm all ready to go." I don't put on my extra neoprene, because I get in the water and it's like, it's not that cold. I mean, it's cold enough, but don't need all that extra gear. And so the water is really shallow for quite a while. So I can walk out there 50, 60 meters before I need to start swimming. And I'm wondering, how in the hell am I going to do this? How am I going to do this? And one step, there's my friend Rico in front of me. He's now beginning to swim. I begin to swim. This is the first time I'm wearing a full neoprene for, I guess, over a month. I've been wearing some neoprene bottoms, but nothing on my top. And I recognize with this neoprene on my top, it's really compressing my lungs in a way that's really uncomfortable. So I'm not getting good breaths, and fortunately, this shallow water continues. So I swim a bit, and then I walk a bit, and then I swim a bit, and I know this. It's like I keep moving in that direction, whatever that direction is that I'm choosing to follow. And of course, the option to turn around and go back is there. But I do know a bit about this swim. I do trust Rico as being my swim buddy. And I have this floating inflatable open water swimming tube, whatever, that is there for me to hold on to if I need to. So here I go. And so, yeah, it's really choppy and very unpredictable and very difficult because the water movement is in my face, and so I'm swimming against the current, and I'm keeping Rico in my vision. To do this, you have to do a look up, and it's really hard work to do this orientation stroke. I don't know if it's got a real name in swimming, but where you bring your head out of the water and you can see what's ahead, and then you can do another 5-10 strokes, and then you do another orientation stroke to see where you're going, see where I'm going. And yeah, so I'm choosing to follow Rico, and to keep him at some level in sight, and that moves me to do my rhythm, my speed in a way, and recognizing that choosing to follow, whatever it may be, has an effect. And I don't know whether Rico was doing this or I was doing this, but yeah, I wasn't swimming straight lines. I was choosing to follow Rico. And so, but I don't think about him except as someone I can follow, because I'm back here in me having my experience and being at peace with my choice of following, and staying in the moment, and let's do this stroke, and oh my goodness, I got a bunch of water in my mouth that time. Let's recenter myself, and let's keep moving and keep swimming. And it's interesting because I don't often in my life today make a conscious decision to follow. I choose to be involved. I walk with. I don't choose to lead. I don't ever make that choice to lead. Someone can invite me to walk ahead or swim ahead, and I'll do that. But it's not my intention at any level, in any context, to lead. No. So it was, it was very, very challenging for me to make that choice, and I recognized that there was frequently this questioning, how can I do this, and I noticed that it's, for me, it's helpful to change the how can to how will. That the way I frame my thoughts and the way that I frame my inner talk has an effect on me. and that how will, at least for me, seems to open up um, me. I don't necessarily get a direct inspiration, but there is for me this assumption of going on, and it was very, very amazing to be with me in that particular situation, and the gratitude for my willingness to go through challenges, and to be with this experience that I have of myself. Um, that I can have fear, I can have I don't know, and I can take a step, take a stroke, take a bite, and keep moving. And so, yeah, we stopped at about I think we stopped at about 1 kilometer, and then we stopped again at about 1,800 meters, and then I stopped at a little over 2 kilometers, and I thought, that's amazing. I've I've got another 800 meters to get back to the starting point, but to see that I just swam 2.2 kilometers, and it was done one bite at a time, one stroke at a time, one thought at a time, and just here I go. And I guess I need that. I need to see me working on me. I need to see me challenging me. I need to see me working on my thoughts. And I did the swim, and and I didn't die. And one of the constants for me throughout my life and throughout this swim is this deep gratitude. So grateful, and grateful for Rico, and that for everyone in my life that is inviting me to live my life in a more conscious and aware place, and for me to do my work, and to accept their invitation to live my life in a more open and peaceful and loving way. So that's a long one. How long? Oh, 11 minutes. Wow. Okay. That's the way it's going to get posted. And I am going to have something to eat, and I'm going to go take a nap. And I'll check in. I got to run early tomorrow morning with a run buddy. And I'll begin getting up early again, and going out and doing I guess another 10K run with 2.5K bites, and yeah, and that will also be an opportunity for me to take a closer look at me. So have an amazing Saturday, a wonderful weekend, and I'll check in with you later, huh? Pow. Hey, just a little message. The next video coming up is really long, and I don't know how to do it differently, and I don't want to try to do it differently. I want to be honest and open and authentic and spontaneous, and it's it's following a calling, like an invitation, like I talked about earlier. It's like, but this is an inner invitation to make these videos and to post them. And yeah, I think I feel sometimes a bit self-conscious and vulnerable because I'm here talking about me. and I'm not here talking for you, and I don't want to change you, or it's not even my intention to motivate you or inspire you. It's my intention to follow my inner guidance. So the same guy who says yes to Rico is saying yes to making a video and sharing with you all. So again, until later.